It's the Dirty King of Pop from TikTok Radio. You're watching TikTok Radio IRL. Right now, we've got entertainment royalty in the building. A Broadway icon, Idina Menzel.
Thanks for having me on.
Of course. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Let's talk immediately about this new record.
Okay.
Okay, Drama Queen, because I feel like it is made for TikTok audiences, because TikTok is all about main character energy. And this record is full of main character energy. What was the inspiration?
To just have people get up and dance and not feel like they have to behave so much when they listen to my music. For people to celebrate. I started thinking about it when we were in quarantine, and I just felt like I overthink so much when I come out with my own music, and I just wanted something that felt great, that had a great groove, but that I could still sing big and dynamic, not kind of bring myself down to fit a track or anything. And I felt like I had permission to do that because there are really big singers, melodic big singers that have gone and done dance albums, all my idols. And so Donna Summer, and it's TikTok Radio, so I'm going to date myself with
We know those. We know them.
I mean, Cher had it, and Diana Ross and Barbara Streisand even had it. So,
It's magical. It is so good. And I know in one of your videos, Move, you had a TikTok creator dancing in the video, Julian Berkowitz.
Oh,
yes. Yeah.
They were amazing.
Yes.
Oh, my God. They were all so hot. And they made me look so good. And they were so sweet. I didn't feel intimidated. They would help me out and, make sure my pocket was good and my body language was right for the particular shot. And it's so rare that I have ever had dancers with me on stage when, like in my own concerts, I just do my own thing. I do my own costume changes. But now I feel like I'll never go back, It's so much fun.
Going back to what you were saying regarding the album being inspired during the lockdown quarantine era, I feel like a lot of us were on TikTok during the lockdown era, turning to art and music as an escape.
Yeah.
And then how did that inspire you with this album a bit more on that?
Well, I've always just been a fan. As much as it feels weird for me to do a lot of social content and stuff, because I find it presumptuous to think that everyone wants to know what I'm doing and what I'm taking out of the refrigerator.
I do.
But I feel like artists have more control over what they're putting out there. We've been taken advantage of by record labels for so long, not to knock my record label, but, we have more control over what we put out there. And also you can put out lots of diverse things because your fans are your fans and they love, they'll support you and what you do. I find that with my fans. They're not just Broadway fans. They'll go with me wherever I want to go creatively.
Fantastic. Now, thinking about TikTok, for example, how often are you on TikTok?
I'm apparently on a lot because everyone's been talking to me about it. I mean, I guess I do it a lot. I don't know what a lot is.
Are you waking up in the morning and scrolling TikTok when you first wake up, like the rest of us?
Well, I'm on TikTok Radio, so yes, of course I am. I mean, I try to be a good example for my son, so he's not always seeing me checking out myself on TikTok. Teach him, not to be vain and not to be on the damn phone and the screens all the time. But yeah, I do.
What is the craziest side of TikTok you've been on? Have you noticed there's different sides of TikTok, like murder mystery TikTok, and of course there's food talk and dancing, but crazy stuff?
Maybe I don't watch the crazy stuff, so my algorithm isn't sending me as crazy stuff. I mean, I'm watching like cute babies, animals. I get lots of basketball because my son is a basketball player. I'm lame. I get like Beyonce and Taylor Swift and like old Mariah Carey and Celine Dion videos and
Diva
stuff like that.
Divalicious content.
Yes.
Divalicious content. We love it. Going back to the album, though, because I know you worked with Nile Rogers on a record, and talk about one of the greats working with Beyonce.
Yeah, I asked him for pretty much for permission, like for his blessing. I want to make this dance album, and you're the guy, and will you help me? And also, do you feel that it's an organic transition for me? You know, people will think it's unexpected, but we both felt like I said before, it's, you know, lots of women with really big voices have done it before, because it's like there's this undercurrent, you know, it has these great grooves, but it's real songs, you know, it goes through all of these chords, and, you know, things are more linear these days. Not that they're not real songs, but they go through a verse, chorus, bridge, all these parts, and they even have modulations, which I don't know if anyone knows out there. It's like when you go up a key,
yes,
and so I just feel like it fits me because I like to be super expressive when
absolutely.
I'm singing.
Yeah, that's why we love this record so much, because you can lip sync to it on TikTok, you can dance to it. It gives you everything.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
This was your first time meeting Niles when you worked on this record?
No, I'd met him a couple times before. He had music directed some things that I was doing, and so I just called him and said, I want you to mentor me on this. I want to write, and I want you to produce it with me, and he was just incredible.
And I saw you posted a TikTok with them the other day.
Yeah, well, when we were in the studio, he said, you know, let's do some stuff like that, like TikTok kind of, you know, music that people listen to on TikTok, but they'll hear you in a different way. And so I did, what did I do?
Like
Harry
Jagger.
Styles, Jagger. Yeah, so it was fun. And, you know, I think it helps for people to just hear me in a track like that. It starts to help pull them away from just the Broadway thing and see that I'm more versatile than that. You know?
Totally. What have you learned about yourself on this journey? You are a veteran in the business, an icon in the business, but you're still challenging yourself artistically.
Of course.
One, why? Why do you feel the need
Right.
to do that? But then two, what have you learned about yourself along the way?
Oh, gosh. Well, you know, I feel like we all have to keep challenging ourselves. We don't want to be stagnant. I want my son to grow up seeing a woman that is strong and has a real point of view, and who works hard. And I learn a lot about myself because I'm writing music about myself, and you know, about trying to get up in the morning, and how you do that, how you rise above that. You know, just because I'm a performer and I like to be on stage and in the proverbial spotlight, I don't always find my voice in my real life, you know, and I think people don't have to be performers to step into their own spotlight, you know. So I'm just always rehashing that in my own life, and I feel like because people tell me I'm a role model, some of the characters I've played, that I have to, you know, walk the walk and talk the talk. So
Thinking about some of the characters you played over your career, which ones are you most like?
Oh, I'd like to think I'm like all of them. I mean, I probably am like all of them. That's just how it is, you know. No matter how much of a character that might not have your life experience exactly, it's still your soul in there. So you can't get away from that. You can put on a different costume. You can do research. You can infuse yourself with their backstory and or an accent or whatever it is. But it's still going to be you. There's still going to be remnants of you in there. And I don't know. I'd like to think that I'm more like Maureen from Rent, because she's funny. She's larger than life, but she had a big heart. She's a little vain.
Who isn't?
And I love Elphaba from Wicked, you know.
It is Pop Music Month on TikTok. What are some of your favorite pop records of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time, like top 5.
Oh, God, I wish you would have given this before.
In
You
advance?
know, whenever people ask this question, all of a sudden you can't think of a single song. Well, I don't want to date myself on this.
You know, that's the best thing about TikTok is that music old
It does
and new.
recycle.
Exactly. So we know what's up.
Yeah, I'd say Adele's first and second album, definitely. I love Taylor Swift's 1989. I love Annie Lennox's album, Diva. All time. I mean, there's Aretha Franklin albums that I love. I love Sting and U2, honestly. What else? Did I
That's
do
good.
5?
Yeah. I lost count. I was like, this is great. This sounds like my playlist, which I love. Speaking of going back to music and your record, what is the plan for this era, if you will?
Oh,
where are you going to be? Where can we find you? Tell us.
You can find me in my diva era, and my glam, and my sparkle, and a little shoulder, and my dancing, and yeah, you can find me kind of living my best life, and just not overthinking things, and being proud of where I've come from and what I've done, and sort of just trying to be present and in the moment, which is really hard to do in life. But yeah, and being a great basketball mom that doesn't embarrass my son too much when I scream in a game, but I can really scream loud and pitched really well and not lose my voice because I'm a singer. So I like to compete with the other moms at the game. And it's like when one's yelling, my best friend yells in Spanish all the time, and then I'm like, I can outdo you. And then I get up there and I'm like, come on, baby, you know, and then I listen back on all the film that I take of him, and I'm so embarrassed. I sound like a banshee.
We can use that for the next record.
Yeah.
Shifting gears one more time back to TikTok and some of the trends that are on the app right now. Red flags. Have you seen these trends around red flags on TikTok and everyone talking about their red flags in terms of dating?
Oh, no, I have not.
Okay, but
that doesn't come up in my algorithm because I just picked all the perfect men when I was growing up. I have no red flags.
None whatsoever. Oh my God, it's getting spicy in here now. Like,
I'm kidding.
What are some green flags when you are?
Green flags are my husband now. Green flags are like he listens to me. He's a really good listener. He's great. He's a great stepdad to my son. They have this really extraordinary, special relationship. He's fun. He's good in the bedroom. I don't want to settle there. I don't like chest shaving. I don't like shaving the hair. I find that to be a little scratchy and gives you like a rash. You
like
know?
A razor burn.
He's a nice, like, has the right amount of hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so nice hairy daddy, we're saying.
And he's in really good shape. Funny. Green flags are funny. And also he gets me. He doesn't think I'm too much for him. If the drama queen, which, did I say this already in our interview? It's my reclaiming of the word because I think it's interesting. You're an interesting human being and dynamic if you have all of these amazing bold emotions and you feel things intensely. So he works, he runs an inpatient facility, a rehab and a mental illness facility. And so he's got a lot that he deals with there. And then when he comes home to me, he thinks like all my moods are like nothing. So
That's
yeah.
I don't even know how to follow up with that. That sounds like a great catch. I love that.
Yeah.
What have we not talked about?
The Gemini in Me has a disco album that's for the LGBTQ plus community that I was at a club in LA and put on my new single, and there was jock straps and lots of ass hanging out.
Amazing. Poppers in the air.
And then I have a children's book out that I wrote with my sister. It's called Loud Mouse, and the follow-up's out called Proud Mouse, and it's about two little sisters who are mice, and it's about really finding your voice.
I love that. That's a common theme throughout your art, is finding your voice.
It is, yeah. And like I said before, you know, you can be someone that's known for having a big voice, but you can also have a hard time finding your inner voice. And so I try to be authentic and transparent about that. What
advice do you have for listeners who are trying to find their voice?
Well, I think it's people, when we're younger, I should keep thinking everyone's young on TikTok. They're not. It's everybody. Right? But I think that you should recognize that you have that thing that sets you apart from other people. You have to, because there's no one else like you. So that's the thing that's magnetic, that's going to draw people to you. You don't have to try to be like anybody else. You know, I meet lots of people and they say, how can I, you know, do what you're doing, or I practice singing like you. And I say, just don't I mean, you can emulate me, you can listen to things that I do, but just do you, be you, because we already have one of me, and that's quite enough. I think that would be my advice. And just train, work hard, surround yourself with really good people, not yes people that put you in your place. And try to stay in the moment and have fun and enjoy what you're doing. This is all BS that I'm saying, because I'm have the total saboteur in my head and always having to fight those voices in my head. But it's something I strive to do.
Mm-hmm. Where do you find joy in your day-to-day life?
Well, I kind of talked about it. The basketball mom is like my happy place. I'll go to the practices and just bring a chair and sit that and dote on my son. There's something, maybe it's because he's not singing and acting, although I think he probably has a great voice, but he doesn't really let me hear him sing. But I just love, maybe it's because I think I was a jock when I was younger, but then because I sang, I went that direction. And, you can only fit in so many things when you get serious about something. And so I feel like I could have been a contender, would have been a really good athlete. But so I'm living vicariously through him. Although I'm not some crazy stage mom / basketball mom that's like forcing him to every practice. He can do what he wants. But I just love it. I don't know what it is. I like seeing him just do his thing. He loves it so much, Do
you have resolutions? Do you make those each year?
No. They're kind of just silly. I never keep to them. So,
what about a vision board? Do you make those?
No.
You're just out here living
raw
not
and
true.
Free. I make my, metaphoric vision board, I guess. The visions in my head, the things I try to manifest and put out there. But no, I mean, I've done a good Pinterest for my bathroom that I'm trying to renovate.
You're on Pinterest? Oh my God, I love it.
I've done good Pinterest for characters that I play and how I want the costume designer to collaborate with me on that. So then I'll do a deep dive there. That's really fun. That's kind of a mood board, Yeah. An album for my album cover. I did it. I did lots of images that I thought just kind of evoked the feeling of the album, whether it be wardrobe or just colors or the music. I did that. Yeah, so I did do that. I'm full of shit. Yeah.
Can we expect a tour?
I hope so. Yeah, I would love to do that. I would love.
What do we need to do to make this happen?
You need to help this album. You need to embrace it and have fresh ears and not just assume I'm a Broadway girl. And so if you give it love, then they'll want me to go do my dancing and singing at the same time. I'm a park and bark girl. They call that park and bark means. Don't make her dance and sing at the same time, because if you're hitting big notes, it's really hard to be moving and actually sing and not lip sync. So I park and bark, but I'm starting to learn how to bark, and then when I'm parking, I can actually do some moves, so I fit it in between.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So there'll be no Britney Spears or Janet Jackson or whatever there, but there might be a little Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston was good for the two-step.
Yeah, she just did a little step together. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, we need to use these songs on TikTok, get them trending, get them popping.
My song Beast got a lot of traction.
Yes.
Right, Scott? Yeah, people are doing a lot of our choreography and dramatic. Yeah, we have this great choreography.
Totally.
That Richie's been doing, my choreographer. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
We love that. No, again, the record is almost made for TikTok. It is main character energy from start to finish. I love it. I was jamming out to it this morning on the way here.
Thank you.
It's so good. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me. Thanks everybody out there for the love on TikTok.
Yes, we love
for
to
making
see
me
it.
feel like I know what I'm doing.
You're killing it. You're killing
I am,
it. Keep
right?
doing it.
I'm good.
Just have fun.
I just can't tag people. Do you tag on TikTok?
You can.
Yeah. I just can't tag. By the time I tag somebody, I might as well have another album out. You know what I mean? So I do have someone that I send, and I go, here's a video. Now, please make sure I'm including everybody.
Right. Wait. So are you reading the comments then?
Sometimes I do, but
That's crazy.
Whenever I allow myself to do that late at night and I, become weak, I read 20 amazing things and one shitty thing, and I'm not allowed to curse.
Yeah.
And then that just demoralizes me for like 3 days. So, but I want to be connected to the fans. So, I kind of just endure it.
It's just crazy people.
I know.
I respond to those trolls, and they're like, "Oh, just kidding."
Yeah,
I'm like,
you
"Do I
do?
just
You
say
call
that?"
them out
Oh
on
yeah,
it?
totally. I call them out on it.
Yeah.
I respond to their comment with a video. I'm like, "Oh, so here's what you said about that." Oh, comment no longer there. They delete it. They vanish. It's crazy.
I know. That's interesting.
That's how trolls are.
I do like the duet stuff, where I can
Yes.
really hang out with people that I like and give them love and let them see my my reaction, and that's really fun. There's been some great TikToks people have done for me or stuff that I just think is brilliant, and then I
You do at it.
Yeah.
I've seen those. Those are great.
Yeah.
Perfect
fun.
use of the app.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good. Idina Menzel, TikTok Radio IRL. Keep it right here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.